Great companies are built on great products. Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. I think we have a duty to maintain the light of consciousness to make sure it continues into the future. If we drive down the cost of transportation in space, we can do great things. If you're entering anything where there's an existing marketplace, against large, entrenched competitors, then your product or service needs to be much better than theirs. It can't be a little bit better, because then you put yourself in the shoes of the consumer. You're always going to buy the trusted brand unless there's a big difference. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. If I'm not in love, if I'm not with a long-term companion, I cannot be happy. I do love email. Wherever possible I try to communicate asynchronously. I'm really good at email. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Doesn't work out. I really do encourage other manufacturers to bring electric cars to market. It's a good thing, and they need to bring it to market and keep iterating and improving and make better and better electric cars, and that's what's going to result in humanity achieving a sustainable transport future. I wish it was growing faster than it is. I always invest my own money in the companies that I create. I don't believe in the whole thing of just using other people's money. I don't think that's right. I'm not going to ask other people to invest in something if I'm not prepared to do so myself. Starting a business is not for everyone. Starting a business, I'd say, number one is have a high pain threshold. Self-driving cars are the natural extension of active safety and obviously something we should do. Tesla is here to stay and keep fighting for the electric car revolution. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future and wondrous, new technology where you see it, and you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? There have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? If the future does not include being out there among the stars and being a multi-planet species, I find that incredibly depressing. The problem is that at a lot of big companies, process becomes a substitute for thinking. You're encouraged to behave like a little gear in a complex machine. Frankly, it allows you to keep people who aren't that smart, who aren't that creative. We are the first species capable of self-annihilation. Land on Mars, a round-trip ticket, $500,000. It can be done. You could warm Mars up, over time, with greenhouse gases. If humanity doesn't land on Mars in my lifetime, I would be very disappointed.